where there are border problems all over the world, where millions of people are trying to escape the misery they're in, and other people are saying, well, I want to do what I can and take what I can, but maybe there's a limit to how much we can do. In other words, I don't think Americans are anti-immigration, they're anti-chaos, right? They don't want us to do more than we can, but they recognize, at least most people do, we got the lowest birth rate we've had in well over 100 years. We're not at replacement level, which means we got to have somebody come here if we want to keep growing the economy. Unless one of you is one of these artificial intelligence geniuses and figured out how we can all grow with no work, which I'm not sure would be good for us. I think, it helps us a little to get up and go to work every day. So what you've got is a clear choice. Kamala Harris has offered a credible, compelling economic program. There was a huge number of economists, more or less evenly divided by philosophy, that reviewed these programs. And basically, her program would help more than twice as many Americans as Trump would, because they give too much money, as they always do, to high-income people.
That's right.
Like me, I'm on the bottom end, and Elon Musk is on the top end of high-income people. And I don't need a tax cut, and I sure don't want them to eliminate the Department of Education or cut spending to kids or do all these things that 2025 report said. So, but their program would not help nearly as many people, but it costs more than twice as much money. Because one of the reasons they exist and live is I just can't wait until we get to Congress and the White House again, so we can give billionaires another tax cut. The poor darlings, they need some incentive. They need some incentive to invest. Well, let me tell you something. I've got a few friends who made $1 billion. They worked for it. They earned it. But the friends that I have, they're proud to pay taxes on what they owe.
That's right.
They don't believe that you should pay less. And they believe they live in a country that should give all the kids a chance to become what they did. Not a millionaire, maybe just a poor millionaire. Not maybe a musician, maybe a carpenter, maybe a whatever. They should have a chance. So Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, they want to make it possible for many more jobs to be open for people who've had skills training, who didn't get a college degree but have skills training. Republicans don't give a rip about that.
Right.
They want to make it easier for people to go to college and stay there. They want to make it easier for people to repay their debts, because they want us all to have a chance to live the way people who feel successful and fulfilled have lived. And so you just got to decide how bad you want this.
We want it bad.
You got to decide. Mr. Johnson, you look good in your T-shirt. So I think that's all I need to say. I have loved being here. I've relived 30 years. I've thought about everything in the wide world that's happened to me. Here, I love driving all over Columbus and see how beautiful it is now. But you have to realize it is literally possible that the whole election could be decided here.
That's right.
It is possible.
Yes, it is.
There are 7 states where the election is too close to call. We could win them all. And we could lose them all. And it depends on want to. And, you know, the Supreme Court has had a lot of terrible rulings since the last election. And they've been able to make it easier for states that agree with them to make it harder for people to vote, but not impossible.
That's right.
And Georgia has more experience than almost any other state in climbing those barriers and breaching them. I was looking at that gentleman in the beautiful cap that says Bronze Star. You got too many military veterans in Georgia who have paid too high a price to serve this country to be turned around and discriminated against and access to the polls. You can say no. You can be no. So that's the last thing I want to leave with you. I want you to celebrate on election night. I want you to be happy. And I want you to know that I am here because I believe, based on my personal knowledge of the job and the candidates, that Kamala Harris will be a fine president, will make a huge difference, that the risk that her opponent will actually do what he says. And now he says, oh, who are these 25 people? I don't know them. Well, President Trump, 144 of the writers were in your administration. It's just 144 of them. About that many, over 100, military and administration members from the Trump years have already endorsed Kamala Harris because they saw up close what happened to ordinary people. Don't be fooled. Just bear down. Have a good time.
Yes, we will.
Look for somebody in a MAGA cap to take a picture with. But don't forget, they'll be better off if you win. And you won't be better off if they win. So for the sake of the children, and those of you who have grandchildren, including me, please make sure we turn out. All we got to do is show up. If we show up, we'll win. And it's in your hands. God bless you. Thank you.
Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Tell the sweet I'm new. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flame.